want to do for dinner tonight?
I don't know. What did we have last night? 3 years ago, things at home started to change. I started to have problems doing laundry. I was putting things away in wrong places.
Things that she was always in charge of that I never had to worry about. Her cooking, bill paying were changing, so we had to start thinking about that and asking questions.
When I was 46, I was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's. The average life expectancy is 7 to 10 years, and I'm 3 years into this, and there's nothing I can do about it. It becomes daunting to see the cupboards because I don't remember where the dishes go. So I typically start with this, and then I think maybe they're here. I no longer cook. I make a bad bowl of cereal. It's hard to mess up a bowl of cereal. I can microwave, and I can use the oven if somebody's here, but I tend to burn things, and I don't remember to turn things off.
It is the stated mission of the International Telecommunication Union to connect all the people in the world, wherever they live and whatever their means are. This figure illustrates how much the world is not connected or barely connected to the internet, the brightest lights indicating high connectivity. This idea of connectivity, however, expands beyond the connection of people. The Internet of Things is more involved than connecting person to person. The idea is to connect machine to machine, people to machines, and people to everyday objects such as tables, chairs, refrigerators. As the purpose is to connect all things, it is imperative that all people are connected. This must include those who are losing their connections, those who suffer from Alzheimer's. As it is the goal of both Pole and Team Morse to define potential users and their needs and wishes in any field of everyday life, the members of Team Morse have taken it upon themselves to envision a device by which early to mid-range Alzheimer's patients may reconnect to a world that is fading from them, and in doing so, reconnect them with their self, identity, and ultimately, their humanness. Alzheimer's is a progressive neurodegenerative disease for which there is no cure. In the early stages of the disease, patients experience faint impairment of motor functions, slight language problems such as decreased vocabulary, and difficulty retaining new memories or facts with some loss of older memories. In the mid-range stages of the disease, there exists speech difficulty, an inability to recall vocabulary, progressed motor function impairment, delusions, memory loss, the inability to recognize friends and close relatives, wandering, confusion, restlessness, and loss of emotional control. Finally, in the advanced stages, the patient is fully dependent on external care. Language is reduced to simple words and is eventually lost, and there is an inability to perform simple tasks. Team Morse, under the guidance of Pole and in collaboration with ITU, proposes a device that reconnects the Alzheimer's patient to their external world and their self, both of which are diminished in the process of the disease. The IoME reconnects the Alzheimer's patient with their environment. The device itself has implantations in the wrist and back of the neck, ensuring the device is always with the patient, thus foregoing the potential of forgetting to put the device on and worries by family members whether or not their loved one has their wristband. Through communications between the user and the band, the user can be reconnected with their environment. There are a myriad of functions for the IoME. In connecting users to their living environment, there's a reminder of where things belong, reminder of whether or not appliances are shut off, reminder of whether or not lights are still on, and a reminder of whether or not doors are locked. In connecting users to personal support systems, there's a reminder of whether or not the user has eaten, reminder of date and time, explanation of how to get home should the user become lost, notification to family members if the user is lost or wandering and their location, reminder to take medications, reminder of appointments, and the ability to contact emergency services or family members. Furthermore, the IoME can act as a memory box. A memory box has been a useful tool in connecting patients with their memories. Simply stated, it is a box of pleasant pictures and reminders of the patient's past. The IoME can act as a memory box in that photos and video may be uploaded for the user. Team Morse proposes that if the device has the capability of reminding the patient of important matters and serving as a memory box, then the patient has a connection that would otherwise be lost to the disease. With this connection to the outside world through the IoME, patients are given not only a connection with their external world, but they are also able to continue to have a connection to their self, identity, and roles for perhaps a longer time than they would have. If that connection is maintained, so is the connection the user has with their own humanness.